Hello, Tibi. Thank you for coming on for this interview. Really appreciate you giving up your time. I know you're very busy. It's great to have you on here. How are you?
Herocus. First of all, nice to meet you. I'm pretty good. I thank you for taking me on this interview because I get that you're out a lot, you're busy. So thank you for your time as well. And yeah,
All right. So, in the wins channel for copywriting, I saw you have a 2.1K dollar win. So, I would like to go into that a bit later on in this interview. But for now, I'd like to know what is your backstory? How was your life like before joining the real world?
yeah. So before joining the real world, was just I was just a normal dude, living a normal life. I was going to high school. Now I finished it. I was in my third year of high school. Um, was have had nothing going on for my life, so I was just a brokey, caught in the system. I wanted to go to university. After that, someday, I wanted also to have an income. And there was this guy in Romania, was a dropshipping guru, and he was promising that he will learn people how to make money online with e-commerce, selling stuff that he did. And he said it's going to be successful. And all you have to do is spend 1.3K to start a store, to buy the products and everything, to hire the assistants and everything. And I thought that's pretty cool, right? And I was thinking of solutions to get that money and start rolling with my dropshipping store. And I decided at 17 to get a job. Um, I ended up after like 3 or 4 months of looking to be hired as a basically as a receptionist for this trucking company, where I was talking to these truck drivers, and I was telling them where they should go throughout Europe, like where they should stop, and I had to listen to all their bullshit, to all the shit talking that they were talking to me, and I thought, man, that's pretty depressing, right? I mean, who like what normal adult wants to live this life, right? And one day I came out from work. I arrived home. I ate a little bit, and I was scrolling on Instagram, and I found Tate. And I thought, he was saying, like, he was ranking about 3 components that you need to have in life so you can live a happy and fulfilling life, not just having like a brokey job, going from 9 to 5 there and work your ass off to get a small payment a month. So I was taking this message, and he was promoting the real world, and he gave it at a really, really small price so people can join. And no, I was thinking to join, but I was broke at that time. I didn't have any money. So not even 20 bucks, not even 50 bucks. So um, after that, this period was in summer, and after summer ended, I decided to quit my job as well because I couldn't handle it. It was too much for me. I was 17. I had like a fragile mindset. I wasn't like super strong to endure all that garbage that was coming my way. So in October, I decided to join, after all, the real world, and this helped me improve my mindset, and not only finances. Like in the first few months, I learned a skill, a really valuable skill, which is copywriting. A lot of people just think that writing some emails or writing some words is going to bring money, but or just investing in Bitcoin. No, opening their dropshipping store and everything is going to generate them millions and millions of dollars in a month, but it's only just hard work and dedication and discipline. So the real world helped me a lot to improve my mindset after I joined, and finances as well. I increased my income, right? I was making zero, and after a few months, I was making like 500 a month, which is a lot of money here in Romania. So I was doing pretty well. And yeah, also, um, it's not just money, it's also the an iron mindset that you gain through the lessons and through and reading the chats every day inside. I improve my mindset, I improve my income, I improve my shape, right? It's incredible.
Well, Tibi, that was a very interesting rundown by you. Quite a lot to dive into right there. I think I'll begin with why did you choose copywriting out of everything else that was available in the real world?
Yeah, so the first thing would be that obviously I wanted to make money quick, right? I was coming from the mindset of making money quick with dropshipping, Bitcoin, or everything. And after the first 2 weeks I spent in the chats, I was analyzing all the lessons, and I wanted to make as money as much as possible and as fast as possible, because I was already paying $50, which is a fortune for me at that time. So I spent the first 2 weeks going through the crypto stocks and marketing lessons, and all I needed to start with them was just to invest money, and I didn't have any money. So after all, I decided that my last chance and my last pick was to go into copywriting, because Andrew, the professor, was just at the time was just a thread where he explained and broke down everything what copywriting means, and it was pretty simple, pretty straightforward. And I thought, it's kind of pretty easy, right? You just have to go into a deep work session, you have to write a few words, and it's gonna make money, right? And I was thinking, man, that's pretty insane, right? I mean, after I read all the thread, all the lessons inside, I was going through everybody's copy that was shared in the review chat, and I was looking at it, and I thought, bro, it's super easy to write. Like, you have to put an image there, you have to write a few words, and at the end say, hey, click buy here, right? It's not complicated. And I thought, man, this is pretty easy money. And you know, first of all, I wanted to improve my copy, um, because I thought that uh, my copy was pretty shitty, but in reality, it was my marketing and my approach to these business owners that we have to reach out to. So after a few months, I got good at it. Right, I didn't make any money. I wrote just three email sequences for people, and for free, didn't get paid. But in this whole process, it's not quick money, but you learn a very valuable skill that's gonna generate money long term, right? At this point, I just can send a few emails to business owners. I have a new approach that is not gonna commoditize me into this email marketing called email world, where people just send emails to other business owners and say, hey, I'm a copywriter, I can write your 3 email sequence, I can write your emails and stuff. And everybody thinks that copywriting, that's all, right? It's not like marketing, it's not sales skills, anything, just writing words, right? And right now I can send, let's say, 100 emails, cold emails, and I just can generate money because people usually write my free value, and I just hop on a call with them, 500 there, $500 like discovery project here, like 1,000 there, 2,000 here, right? It's pretty easy. So, after like 2 or 3 months being to copywriting, I I realized that is really a really valuable skill. It's not just quick money, right? Because these Bitcoin and crypto dorks just generate money pretty quick and they don't learn anything. They just make money, but they're rich dorks, not just man, they're not top G money, right? So yeah, so that's my biggest takeaway on copywriting. That's why I decided to continue with it, because I know this is going to generate me a lot of money in the future. It's already generating me a lot, but in the future as well, right? The copywriting is never going to die like most people think, because think that recession is gonna come, is gonna stop the business owners from running their businesses online and think, hey, I'm gonna go broke. But in reality, it's not like that. It's like there are millions of business owners out there who need a copywriter. So yeah, that's why I love copywriting.
Mm-hmm. So a recession-proof income is what it is.
Yeah, yeah. I actually have this client who I'm writing for, who's like a recession-proof guru. It's pretty fun to write.
Yeah, great. What did you like about the material in the real world compared to what you would find outside of it?
Yeah, so the materials and the lessons here are definitely unique, and you're never going to find it outside the real world. All the professors are multimillionaires, verified, which are going to teach you how to make money. And outside of that is just probably some dorks made a few bucks, right? And they're going to sell their courses. I know this because I'm reaching out to them, and I know, like right now, I know these people, right? Um, like these people don't really teach you how to make money, just selling you a course or a program. But it's not, even if it generates you money like quick buck, it's not going to generate you long term, right? Plus, most of them don't keep you accountable. Most of them just sell you the course and then just bounce, right? You're never going to hear from them again. But here in the real world, you have multimillionaires who you can ask questions, who they can guide you through this path, to make your first 10,000 a month, right? That's the goal. And outside of that, like, man, nobody is keeping you accountable. Like, nobody wants your best, right? Here in the real world, it's exactly the opposite. Here, just the professor wants the best for you, right? For example, in the copywriting world, in the copywriting bootcamp, the professor Andrew is he's holding morning power up calls to inspire you to continue fighting, right? Continue working, so you can achieve these incredible numbers in this life that you want. And it's not just money; it's also finances. It's also everything else that a man, for example, needs, and not just I'm gonna sell you this course, you're gonna buy it, and that be it, right? You're never gonna hear from me again. Just buy this course; it's 5,000, and just bounce, right? Here, also the price for the real world is pretty cheap, right? For all the material and all the benefits that it's gonna bring to you, right? You're never gonna find an online school that is so cheap, and people just the professors and everybody inside is keeping you accountable. They're your friends, and not some people, right? For example, from a Telegram group who are investing in crypto and just say, yeah, we're gonna make money together, then just gonna rip everybody off, right, from the group. So everybody's keeping is your friend inside, right? Even the newcomers, right, who buy the program, just they are welcomed so warmly. Like, I can't believe that. Like, wherever I went, like these investing groups that I joined before, everybody was just super greedy for themselves. Like, I'm gonna make this money. I'm not gonna help you. I'm not gonna do anything. And here is just pure friendship, right? Day one, right? And all the materials, all the lessons are actually from experience, right? From experience of multimillionaires, which is quite amazing for me, because these people went through decades of failures, of trial and testing and everything, and they're just going to give you that right like that for a very small price. Um, Also, you can ask them questions, right? You can watch all the content, and then afterwards you can ask the professors questions about their materials, and they're gonna answer to you, and they're not gonna be, yeah, leave me alone, you know. And yeah, these are the best, from my opinion and from my experience, the best professors, the best content that you can find on the internet, right? It's not just some people who write some blogs or some stuff, teach you how to invest in crypto or anything. Just pure experience, pure like money making methods. You can learn a lot of stuff, right? How to make money super quick. You can make money practicing, which is very important. On other courses, for example, it teaches you how to know how to make money, but you have to practice for years before doing that, before getting good at it. So I think it's the best community, is the best online school ever on this internet, right? And from my experience, right now I'm helping students as well, so they're learning from my experience as well. So yeah, I'm basically the byproduct for the real world. You can see me that I'm making money, that I'm helping other students to make money as well. And it's not just I'm making money, I'm just gonna bounce, right? And yeah, this is my experience.
Mhm. When you first joined, how much time were you putting into learning the material? Let's say once you decided to dedicate yourself to copywriting specifically, how much time were you putting in per day to learning the material? And has that evolved over time?
Yeah, so I was investing 24/7. All of my time was in copywriting. Everything all I wanted to do is to make money, right? I was that kind of geek who just writes on his computer just and doesn't do anything, just wants to make money. And I was putting 24 hours of my day, right? Uh, I'm including here sleep as well, because I wasn't sleeping very much, but it was helping me in the process to absorb the information. And everything I did was just watching the calls, right, from Andrew, um, writing every day at least one email or one piece of copy. I was studying other people's copies as well, so I can learn from their mistakes and I can introduce more value into my copy. I was talking to other students. I was helping them. They were helping me. Right in the beginning, I was a nobody. But after I got good, after I shared my wins copywriting, uh, then I realized that this skill is really, really valuable. And at first, I was putting all my time in that, even though I was going to high school. Uh, I was constantly on my phone, right? I wasn't listening to the professor or anything. I was just constantly on my phone in the real world, talking to people, learning from them, right? And not necessarily just in copywriting, but I was talking to other guys who had like life lessons and stuff. I was just communicating with them. I just wanted to learn things, right? I wasn't just wanting to be there just to be there. I wanted to learn things. So at first I was putting all my time into copywriting. I wanted to learn it. I wanted to master it. And after I started making money, I realized that I can free up a lot more time from my days, and I was just writing so at some point I was writing like 3 to 4 hours a day. Then I could have invested in the rest of my time to learn more marketing, to learn more sales strategies, because it's very important when you hop on a sales course, for example, to close a client. And writing just became really easy. So uh, the rest of my time, let's say I was investing like 10 to 12 hours a day, and the rest was just free time. I would have done like anything I wanted. So yeah.
Do you think this is something a younger guy could accomplish as well? So let's say a 13 to 14-year-old, is this something you'd recommend for them if they're looking for a way to make money?
1000%. I'm speaking to guys who are 13, 14 years old. I'm helping them to make money, right? To learn copywriting. And these guys have retainers for like 2 to 3 thousand a month, which is pretty crazy considering that age and
Mhm.
their skill, right? They're just kids. They don't know much, but they're investing all their time they have after school, right? During the school in breaks, um, being in the chats, writing, getting feedback from people, and that's how they improved it. That's how they made thousands of dollars, like literally thousands of dollars from writing emails, for example, right? And they're really good, right? So they're not like some super surface level stuff. They're just really really good. And I see that a lot of 12, 13, 14, 15, 16-year olds join every day. And in 1 month, I see them that they already made their first $1,000, which is pretty insane, right? Considering that I didn't do that, but they did that. So it's pretty crazy because the materials got really good. All the details, all the courses have more details. They go more in depth than when I joined, right? Um, Making money right now is pretty easy. Like they have all the resources and all the materials there. They just have to click one button, play a video, watch it, uh, take a few notes, and they can do that every day. And in 1 month, they already make money. So it's pretty easy for children, for boys to just join if they want to make money. It's super easy. You just have to be just hardworking, and just have to build a base of discipline. Otherwise, it's not going to work, right? If you're like a 13-year-old watching this and think, yeah, I can join right now and I can make money, but a lot of people are also not serious enough to take action and to attack on their stuff on their tasks every day so they can make money. And these kids, right, are really serious, are taking all the materials really seriously. They're learning every day, they're studying, they're writing. They just make money after all. That's the result.
What was your biggest challenge when you first started out with copywriting?
Yeah, so my first challenge was that I wasn't speaking English. I spoke a very basic English, like bare level, just a few words. I wasn't talking fluently. I didn't know a lot of words that I know now, and a lot of expressions. Also, I'm talking to people who don't know English, right? And I'm telling them, just speak in the chats, uh, read some books, read some articles, anything that has English in it, right? And that's what I've done. I also wrote, so it was pretty easy to learn English afterwards. Um, I actually have two things. So first one is speaking English, right? Now I can speak more fluently, and it is more easy for me to speak English. And the second thing was just to learn how to write copy, because copywriting is not just words, it's also persuasion, it's also psychology behind the copy that you write. It's not just writing, this guy was, for example, let's say it's you're writing for an anxiety program, and you're saying, yeah, John was feeling depressed. Now he got these pills. Click here to buy your pills, right? It's just you have to take them to take the reader on a journey. You have to make him imagine and envision the end result that he's gonna get after he buys your program, for example, right? And slowly I started to learn this, and it's helped me tremendously. I generated my clients 100,000 in sales only from emails, right? It's super easy once you learn this skill. And now I can speak English, I can write copy pretty good, right? I can generate some money, and it's basically it.
And what would be your top three biggest lessons you've learned from the real world?
So first one would be your mindset. If you don't have an iron mindset, it's basically nothing. You're doing nothing, right? If you don't have a mindset that you can rely on everything that you do, and not necessarily just finances, not necessarily just to make money or anything. If you have a strong mind, if you use it every time, and your mind is your ally, and you can tap into it anytime to make anything that you want, then you're gonna win, right? And the mindset is learned from all the lessons, from the energy, and all the knowledge from the professors and other people in the chats who are more experienced. They learned me a lot, right? They told me a lot of things. I learned a lot on my journey. And that's it about myself. And the second thing is physicality. If you have a decent shape, right? If you're in decent shape, you can get done your work really efficiently and really quickly and really qualitative. It's not just, you're gonna be here and write on your computer 24/7, be in your cave here. This is when it's dark, it's nothing, just your computer and yourself. And if you're in decent shape, you're having your mind as well to progress. And so once I joined the real world, I started training, right? I started boxing. I started doing push-ups. I did that 500 push-ups a day challenge a few times. Helped me a lot. Hit the gym, and I started to feel more clarity in my work and everything that I do. I started to waking up from that mindset of being a brokey, right? From being poor. And the mindset, I could say, is like the base for my mindset and for everything that I do. And it also helps you in real life. It's not necessarily just work, right? You can be, for example, at an event, or you can be on a date, right? You can meet with a chick. You get to meet each other. You're in shape. You're good looking. Other people that are your age are either fat or just super skinny, scrawny, and they can see like the alpha, right? It's physical and mental work with improving your body. It's super important, and that's the lesson that taught me a lot so far. And the third thing would be obviously how to make money. So all the lessons inside helped me tremendously to realize that I was stuck in the matrix. Let's use the analogy because it's really because everybody relates to it right now. So I realized that if I was going to go to college to follow a job like a path of that my parents followed, right? That they're going to a job, they're coming home, watching Netflix, waking up the next morning, dressing up, drinking their coffee, and do this for 40 years in a row. It's gonna be really, really depressing. And I wanted to escape that. Like I really resonated with Tate's message, and this really helped me wake up from being a brokey, uh, from going to a job, save money, invest in crypto, and just repeat this cycle of being a loser. And once I joined the real world, I was instantly hit by this message basically, because all these people inside really were keeping you accountable, right? Were really enthusiastic that another man who wants to escape the matrix joined and wants to make money with them. And all the lessons, the professors, and all the knowledge inside told me a lot about making money. And honestly, it's not really about money, but having a free life, right? Escaping matrix, being free, going anywhere in the world, being having endless resources, endless networking, right? Endless brothers that are all around the world, and you can network at any time, make money, endless resources, location free, all that stuff.
Great. I like that. And how has the Wins channel impacted you?
Oh man, it was just a kick in the butt, basically. Every time I watched and scrolled through the wins that other people made, for me it was just endless inspiration to not be lazy and just push for. Because at some point, I was starting at that point. I was starting making money already, and I was just getting a little bit complacent because I was generating a couple of bucks there, and I thought, no, that's enough for me. But I know that my potential was way higher than making, let's say, $500 a month, and where I could have done 5,000 a month, right? I can make endless money, and I've seen all these people who made 10,000, 50,000, 100,000. They bought their cars, right? They traveled around the world. They chartered a private jet, and I was scrolling through all these wins, and I was thinking, these people aren't better than me. I know I can get there. I know that I'm better than them. And there's just some people who, for example, some people made money in crypto. Some people just made money in copywriting. Some people made money from flipping, for example, and these were a lot of money, not just $50 here, 100 there, just big money, 10,000, 50,000, 20,000, a lot of money. And I was seeing all these wins, and I was thinking, bro, I could reach out to 100 people today and get 5 to 10 responses back. I can close like 2, 3 clients, and I was just working on that every day. It was just endless inspiration for me to move and push forward, and not just stop to a small retainer, right? Where I could have done all this stuff because I learned really valuable skills, and not just how to write copy, but also sales and marketing, which these skills were never gonna disappear from the face of the planet. At least anytime soon, they're not gonna disappear. The bonus always going to be here, and I know that I always can tap into them to make more money. So yeah.
Good. Could you explain the 2.1K dollar screenshot? How did you acquire that client? And yeah, anything else about that?
So this is my second client that I'm working with. My first client, I was working with him for a 6-month contract, and 2 months ago I decided to drop him because he was delaying the payment, and some projects he didn't pay me to write them, even though I wrote them and sent them to him. And for me, I was having a discussion with a few of the copywriting apprentices, and we're just talking. We're just talking, like, what do we need to do for our next moves so we can make more money. And everybody was just talking about reaching out to more people. It's just volume, right? And I was thinking, if I send 100 emails today and write at least 5 free values, I know I can get at least one people on a call and close them. That's what I did. I sent around 300, 400 emails. I had a few sales calls booked, and I just closed one, which this client generated me this 2.1K, which is pretty crazy because with all my knowledge and all the skills, I showed that I'm a professional. I'm enthusiastic as hell, that I can help them to make more money and not just write the emails or anything like that. And also funnel optimization and more in-depth stuff. But I showed that no, I sent my outreach and they were like, damn, Tibi, that's the best outreach I've got so far. And I was reading this reply and I thought, yeah, that's cool. And I sent them a free value. I wrote them just to show them that I'm skilled at writing copy. They liked it. We hopped on a call, and from there I was talking to the CEO and the marketing girl. No, I was showing. No, we had like a 30-minute call, something like that, super quick. I was run through everything that I can provide to them, all my services, and how I can help them with my expertise for them to generate more money. And they liked it. They said, no, they were gonna think about this. We ended the call. I followed up 24 hours later, and they were like, yeah, sure, send an email. Sorry, send an invoice. And I thought, yeah, I've sold them already, so it's pretty cool. It was just a discovery project for $700. Pretty quick. I wrote them the discovery project, generated super good numbers, and money as well. They wanted to continue with it. For now, I'm just talking to the marketing chick, and she just hopped on just a checking call, and she was like, yeah, I know Jason really likes these sequences. He wants to go. He was just fired up. He just wants to go on with these sequences. He wants to make more money. He wants to send more emails. I thought, yeah, that's pretty cool. But we have to fix this and this and that before sending out emails. And they're like, yeah, sure, let's do this. And for now, we're just sending out like Christmas sequences and everything. The first discovery project was $700, and the next sequence was 1.5K because they liked what I did. I priced a little bit more. I'm planning now to take over everything they got. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Congratulations. That's yeah,
Thank
great
you.
progress. How do you see your future now that your trajectory has changed this way after joining the real world? Let's say in 6 months to 1 year. How do you see yourself? Where do you see yourself?
First off, I just mastered a few skills. So I'm just going to use them right now in the next 6 months to build a cash flow, like a really solid cash flow, at least 10,000 a month, which is pretty doable in perhaps like two months. And my life trajectory is going to be a lot better than prior joining the real world, because I started to make money. I started to get in shape, to open my mind to a lot more opportunities and have more potential for more things than just going into a cubicle space and just work on a computer and stuff for 40 years, which is crazy. For me, it's just going to be more freedom. With everything that's happening around the world right now, I'll be location free. I can generate money from the sky, so I won't worry about paying for anything. I'm going to join a brotherhood pretty soon. I'm sure of that. And make new connections, move out. I'm planning to move out already with a few men in a mansion. It's going to be pretty quick and pretty soon. So yeah, this is basically it. I don't know. I don't really have like much more details about this. I'm just going to see on the way. So
Mhm.
yeah.
That's great. Excited for you, Tibi. I'm happy to end it there. Thank you very much for your time once again. Actually, I'm looking forward to, in 6 months, doing a part two and seeing where you are. Now that you've said all this, I'm looking forward to see how it all comes into fruition. So yeah,
Yeah,
I
sounds
hope
really
you'll
good.
come back for that.
Yeah, sure. I'm
All right,
100% down for that, for sure.
great. So yeah, all the best to you, to be, and till next time.
All the best to you as well, G. Thank you
Bye.
for your time. And I know time is pretty valuable, so thank you again.